up. Now breathe out. Okay, down slow.
Team 1 just called in. They've got the helicopter.
And the pilot?
They're bringing him in.
What about the van? They've still got Kelly.
They won't get past the roadblocks.
What if they kill her first?
Look, we're gonna put the squeeze on this pilot and hope to hell he knows where they are. That's all we can do, man. How are your ribs, anyway?
Look, nothing's broken. I'm all right. You stay here and grill the pilot. Put me on one of those teams out looking for Kelly, all right?
You're not going anywhere, son.
Sheriff, could you give Mr. Harley and myself a moment alone, please? And don't let Miss Capwell in here.
Right.
Thanks.
What's going on?
Look, man, you're the only one who knows what's happened around here, okay? What these guys working for Jack Lee even look like.
Am I under arrest?
Friendly custody, let's call it. Okay, this ain't my jurisdiction, Nicky. Now, the guy wants to hold on to you, the sheriff does, until we can get you back to Santa Barbara.
And then what after that? What's Eden doing here?
Speaking of which, you know, that Vietnamese woman is here, too, and she says she's not leaving until she knows you're all right.
Does Eden think that I kidnapped Kelly?
Yeah.
Do you?
Of course not.
Then why are you doing this? Letting them put me into custody? Is that what Eden wants?
Man, I'd like to think you know me better than that. Now, you know and I believe that you're telling the truth, but until they can find Kelly...
I know all you've got is my word that those two guys in that van really exist.
Exactly. Now, we found the chopper, we got the pilot. We'll find the others, too.
No, sir. We lost contact with the chopper after Hartley showed up. The last thing we heard was a police car was moving in, so we get out of there pretty fast. But we've got the Capwell girl.
What about Hartley?
Well, we had to leave him, sir. That police siren was getting so close. But we rammed him with the van first. He wasn't moving when we drove off.
You better pray he's still not moving. I'm sure he told Kelly everything, memory or no memory. So she's next.
Well, what do you want to do with the body?
That's your specialty, not mine.
I'm sorry. Had to make an important phone call.
In the garden, why not the palace?
Wow, it's so much nicer out here.
True.
Perfect day to be out, isn't it?
Yeah. The breeze is nice. It feels good on my skin.
I like to feel the breeze on your skin, too. So, you like New Staland enough to spend the rest of our lives here? Hmm?
Oh, look at this. Living in a palace. Tell me, Jack, when am I going to be able to curtsy for this king? I've been practicing, you know.
Well, I could introduce you tonight.
I mean the new king who's being crowned. The baby. The king's...
Grandson.
Right. I would like to be the first to pay my respects.
You'd like that? How much?
And what did you tell him about these?
Nothing.
Not to anyone?
But just Lakin. But you know what it looks like, just like I do.
Damn it, Ted. Why'd you have to get into hand-to-hand combat with the girl?
Mason, I told you. She stole my bracelet and then she dared me to do something about it. Come on, man. How was I supposed to know she was going to go crazy on me? I mean, she's got this whole thing in her head that we're supposed to be in love with her and that the bracelet belonged to her.
Well, she didn't make up the rape, not from what I saw in the police photographs.
Well, maybe not, but it wasn't me, Mason. Look, man, if you don't believe me, I can get someone else.
Oh, shut up, Ted. Of course I believe you. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I only defend real criminals if they're rich. Where'd you go after you left Christie?
I went back to the apartment.
And nobody saw you between then and the time I found you asleep?
Look, if I'd known I need a witness, I would have done some visiting. But I didn't. Is it that bad?
No, not yet. I'll go get bail so that you can get out of here. In the meantime, you forget how to talk, okay? Don't say anything to anybody. We're lucky Christie will have gotten all the attention she wanted, won't compound the lie by pressing charges. Don't go anywhere.
It won't be what you think, Christie. They have laws to protect victims against this sort of thing in court.
Rape. Call it what it is, Steve.
You'll have to make a statement, sign a few papers. But
Well, you don't have to press charges at all. You can drop the whole thing, but... Oh, damn it, what kind of assistant DA would let a man do that to his own sister and then walk away?
Steve, Christy, you don't have to make a decision right now. You do have to make one eventually, though.
Mary, wouldn't you just drop it and try to forget about it?
Why?
Well, isn't that what you do? Out of, Christian charity and forgiveness and everything?
Christy, it's not wrong to stand up for yourself. People are responsible for what they do.
But what about turning the other cheek and loving the people even if they hurt you? Don't you think that's what I should do?
No. No, I think Ted should be punished for what he did to you.
See? I wanted to show you a minute. It's the hospital's alcoholic rehabilitation program. I guess that's what I am, an alcoholic. Not even anonymous, since everybody knew. But me. The nurse downstairs said, here it is. They're going to have one of their meetings tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be at it. You deserve a real mother to see you through this. And if you can be strong, baby, so can I.
Actually, Theta, Christy's not sure she wants to press charges after all.
Well, of course she does. Well, what would people think if she didn't? I mean, they think what they always think, that it's the girl's fault and that she brought it on herself.
We know that's not true.
Don't be afraid, Christy, of anything. We're going to be right here with you, all of us. I know we haven't always been the family we could have been for you, but we'll make up for it now. I give you my solemn promise. This is the last thing you're going to have to face alone.
I don't know. Could I have a little bit of time alone to think about it?
Of course, honey.
We're going to be right outside.
You think.
She's here. And who's that?
Bad dream?
Please, Steve, just go outside.
I'm here because I'm concerned. Why do you always think I'm going to hit you? All I ever wanted was the best for you. All I ever wanted to do was treat you like a queen, give you everything, but you wouldn't let me. Why? Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I am sorry about what happened. I never wanted it to be like that. You shouldn't have said those things. You hurt me very badly, Christy.
I hurt you.
I heard you with Ted Capel. You didn't know that, did you? I knew what you were trying to do with him. You know how that made me feel? And you refused. That's why you clawed him, wasn't it? It wasn't just a bracelet.
I these the prettiest flowers you've ever seen? They have the sweetest little girl downstairs selling flowers and all kinds of things. Reminds me of you when you just started high school. Of course, you were pretty. I just wanted to buy a present for my baby with all the money I won't be spending on you-know-what anymore. Well, I see you two are deep in discussion. I don't want to interrupt.
No, Mom. Stay.
You listen to your brother. He's gonna fix everything. This family knows how to rally round when there's a need. Praise God, we have a lawyer in the family. I couldn't be any prouder of you if you were my own flesh and blood.
Why are you doing this? Why do you have to push us to court? Isn't it enough I lied in the first place?
You shouldn't let him touch you, Christy.
Who?
What was he like in bed?
I never slept with Ted.
You said he was your boyfriend, and I know what boyfriend means to you.
He wasn't. I was just saying that.
He deserves to be punished, as if being a capital gave him the right.
He didn't do anything.
Rapist is the lowest creature on earth. People don't like to see them walk free. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I let that happen? Ted'd be safe in jail. If he gets off, who knows? Someone might take the law into their own hands. Ted wouldn't have a chance.
Steve, don't do anything to him, please.
It's what will happen if he goes free. The whole family's behind you, Christy. Even Theta's turning over a new leaf. Lots depending on you. Ted too, in a way. You rest.
Dr. Carolyn Frieders to nurse's station. Dr. Carolyn Frieders to nurse's station.
Mary? I'm sorry. How's Christy?
Don't you go near her, Mason.
Fine, I won't. How is she?
How do you think? Don't worry. There's been no decision made about pressing charges. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, and to see you.
Why? Thought I'd be easy prey? Oh, yeah, get to Mary. She's religious. She should be a pushover. Talk to her about loving kindness, about mercy, about mistakes people make when they're young.
Ted didn't do it. That's the only mistake that's been made.
Yeah, well, the lab reports say otherwise, and the bruises on my sister's body say otherwise.
He didn't touch her. It's true there was an argument. Seems that Christy had some sort of crush on Ted, and had stolen.
Don't you dare make it sound like something you can explain away. Brutality like that cannot be explained. I've seen more than my share of evil in the world. I never understood until today. People came to me for counseling. God help me. What did I know? Came to me with the same hurt expression on their face they've had for 30 years, telling me how their fathers beat them and threw them out in the street, how their husbands and wives stole their money from them, came at them with knives. I was trained as a counselor. I had a very professional training. And I never felt in my heart the passions of those people that I counseled until today. And now I know that there are some things that cannot be undone. Do you understand that? Do you?
Yeah.
I never did. I thought that there was nothing that couldn't be taken away with time, with prayer. Even this feeling I have inside, this rage that I've had since the moment I saw her. I don't want it taken away. And if it destroys me, I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to protect it like it's something precious. Long after your brother has been locked away, hopefully for the rest of his life. And I'm going to remember how something violent and selfish and filthy can change the world forever. Right or wrong, I am not going to forgive your brother. Never thought I'd say that. I've changed.
Your Excellency, I would like to introduce my fiancée, Miss Julia Wainwright.
Such a lovely young woman.
Julia, His Excellency, the Prime Minister.
I'm honored, sir.
And how do you find our little country thus far, Miss Wainwright?
It's very beautiful, and the people are very welcoming.
Well, your husband-to-be is a greatly respected man in our country, though sometimes his ideas are a trifle too modern for us. Huh? But marriage to a lovely lady such as you is a very old-fashioned idea, and one that I approve of.
Thank you.
Julia, the Prime Minister and I do have a little bit of business to discuss.
Why, Jack, we've just met.
Well, we'll meet again later, at dinner.
I look forward to it.
First of all, Your Excellency, on behalf of myself and the rest of the cartel, I would like you to convey to the king our great thanks at the warm reception that he has afforded each and every one of us.
Thank the king. Huh? If the old weasel had any idea that those people were here eyeing his precious seashore for reserved oil.
Well, we pulled it off, didn't we?
Thanks to you. Once the old man steps down and we release the drilling rights, the consideration money from your country alone will make us all, well, quite happy, I think.
Divided by the percentages we discussed.
Of course. Do you think I'd go back on my word to you, Jerry?
Jack. As long as I have to keep the name, you might as well get used to it. How's the king?
He has no idea. He's delighted with his new heir, trusts me completely. It's too bad his health is so frail.
And what about my cousin?
Well, soon there will be no one for you to share that name with. I've been keeping him in the old dungeon the king had sealed off some 30 years ago. But tomorrow...
I'd like to see him once, just once before then.
Why?
So that he can see for himself that I make a much better him than he does.
It's us. Don't ever do that to me. Sorry.
Where did you find out?
I met with the Prime Minister.
And
he said I was very charming. And then he told me to leave the room. I know my baby's here, but the palace is huge and it's so heavily guarded.
Miss Wainwright?
Yes.
I bring you a message from Her Royal Highness the Princess Celeste. She would be pleased to receive you and Mr. Lee in the royal chambers at the stroke of the hour.
Princess Celeste?
Yes, ma'am. The mother of the new prince and soon-to-be queen mother.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Baby's mother. Could all of this be just a terrible mistake?
Mary, I have felt that.
Please leave me alone.
That feeling of rage you're talking about? Obsession, vengeance? Not without some feeling of guilt, mind you. If you knew my father, you don't... Well, that's not important. I do know what it is to feel powerless, though.
Oh, do you?
Yes. It's how I feel about what's happening to my brother right now. Look, just because you've discovered injustice doesn't mean it's your private property.
Is there a point to this? You want an apology?
No. There's no reason why you shouldn't be just like the rest of the human race. Pain makes people selfish, believe me, I know.
Don't try to manipulate me. Ted's gonna be prosecuted if I have anything to say about it.
Look, would you think about somebody else for a change? Not Ted, not me. Christy? I haven't seen her, you have. I can only imagine what state she's in.
Oh, can you really? Well, I'm a practicing nurse, and I've seen rape victims brought into emergency rooms, sometimes 2 and 3 a night, but I have never seen a little girl, in that condition. And I'm not talking about just physically.
Do you really think it's going to do her state of mind any good to have this trumpeted in the press? To have every detail of her private life dragged out in court?
Oh, that's a wonderful argument, Mason. Just keep quiet, just let it go because doing the right thing might hurt a little bit. What kind of a man are you? You really think that Christy and I have so little backbone that we'd be afraid to stand up in front of the whole world if we needed to tell the truth?
And what makes you so sure you know what the truth is, sister? Your cross? Your habit? I don't remember hearing that nuns were infallible.
If you're really so concerned about Christy's well-being at a trial, why don't you do the decent thing and tell your brother to confess?
Niner, this is Windstar. Come in, Niner. This is Windstar. Come in.
Will you stop at the radio? Obviously, the copter's still out of range. I say we do it right here.
And how the hell are we gonna get out?
On foot, genius.
And leave the van?
How are we supposed to know they'd be putting up roadblocks? Just to be sure they don't trace it, bury the plates with the body.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
Did you see Mason?
Yeah, look, thanks for getting him here. I just wish...
What? What?
A lot of things I wish, I guess. I don't think this is such a good idea for you to be here.
Why not? I want to be.
I just feel so awful seeing me like this.
Well, you Ted, you haven't done anything.
Look, before they brought me here, this is gonna be the biggest day of my life. Look at you, you're so beautiful. Just wanted to hold you, be next to you.
We will be. Look, this will all be over soon.
I don't know.
What would Mason say?
Well, doesn't look too encouraging. I guess it all depends on what Christy's gonna say. It's whether or not she's gonna press charges.
Why is she doing this to you? Why is she doing this to us? I think she was always jealous about everything we had, but especially because we had each other.
No, I really wonder if there's something psychologically wrong with her. I mean, she was saying things to me when we were arguing that they didn't make sense.
Well, let her say those things to me.
Wait, Lake, where are you going?
I'll be back!
No, you can't. Come on, confronting her is not gonna help.
Well, it sure won't hurt, Ted.
Lake,
Pregnant before the prince died?
That's what I mean. According to what Jack said, she claims to be the baby's mother. That all sounds fishy to me. We just gotta find my boy and get him out of here. Okay. You guys stay here. I'm gonna look around the palace on the outside for doors and windows. We've gotta check our escape routes. Okay?
Okay.
Be careful.
We had some dried food that the farmer and his wife gave us. Ask them how Kelly seemed. I certainly didn't coerce her.
Mm-hmm. Why did you stay holed up in this old mining town for so long, though? You see, that's the thing that looks the worst, man.
For days, the river was too high. After that, Kelly didn't want to leave. And neither did I.
Oh. I don't think I want to get into that right now. Now, you realize, Nikki, if Kelly's lost her memory, we'll have only your account of what happened before you found her in that missile silo.
You find Kelly, you'll find Jack Lee's two goons. They know what happened.
All right, fair enough. We got the chopper pilot. Apparently he wasn't told much because he's not going to be able to back up your story. But he is willing to cooperate. We're going to try having him radio their car from here, see if we can get them to give away their location. It might work. Meantime, you hang loose, man. I'm going to send in a deputy and a stenographer, describe these two guys, and then tell them exactly what you just told me. Nikki, man, I'm trying to get you out of here as fast as I can.
Just fine, Kelly.
Yeah.
Please, don't let me lose her now.
That should just about do it.
I'll get the girl.
Niner to Windstar. Come in, Windstar.
Niner, this is Windstar. Where the hell are you? Over.
I'm okay, Windstar. Where are you? Over.
We're on the Creamery Road, it's called. We're about a mile south of the river, just a couple hundred yards off the road into the brush. We need a lift out of here because they got us cut off with roadblocks, over.
I'll be there. Over and out.
Terrific. Now just one little detail. Come on, honey. Let's go. Oh! Wait!
Let go of me!
You're gonna pay for that, little girl.
Now you're gonna pay for this because the police know we're missing. And what is this famous Jack Lee? What, he's gonna hide out in a missile silo forever?
She's got a memory back.
What do you mean? You think I forget you two? Or what'd you do with Nick? Did you kill him?
Part of it.
Women Against Rape?
I called them Christy. I thought maybe someone outside the family could help without being so emotional, I guess.
I don't know. I get pretty emotional myself when I see something like this. Are you okay? I mean outside. Anything broken?
No.
Good. Do you have a job to go back to?
No, not anymore.
All for the good. More time to read dumb magazines and go dancing. Do you have someplace to stay?
Well, sure you do. You can come back to Ventura with us, or else you could stay with Steve. That's her stepbrother.
Mm-hmm. Or I could try to help you find a place here in town if you want to stay on your own.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, there is one favor you could do for us, miss. Will you please tell Christy that the best thing she can do for herself, and Lord knows for her reputation, is to press charges against that animal?
No, I won't. That has to be Christy's choice. The reason she's here is because someone wouldn't respect her right to say no. I don't think anybody else should do that to her again. And Christy, remember, the only reputation that's going to suffer is his. But if you decide to, you just let me know. And you can have a rape counselor right by your side through the whole legal process.
Thanks.
I'll be back.
Listen, miss, could we buy you a cup of coffee? You seem to know a lot about this.
Sure.
We'll be right downstairs, honey.
sorry. I didn't realize. Lincoln, I'd rather be alone right now. I am sorry about what happened, Christy. But you and I both know that Ted did not do it, so why are you saying that he did?
Mason, what the hell are you still hanging around for? You go anywhere near that room to try to intimidate my
please,
sister. I swear
Bassett,
to
I've heard it already. And why are you dragging your feet about setting Ted's bail?
Is it my fault Judge Lambert's sick?
And the Judge Greenwald couldn't be reached? I don't know. Is it?
Careful. You're just used to getting your own way, aren't you? Well, those days are over.
Oh, Bassett, you're new in town, aren't you? Nobody told you that a reign of terror won't play in Santa Barbara. Well, you better watch your step. It's a long way to fall. Trust me, I know.
Julia. Julia, no.
That should do it.
Does Hartley have his name on the camera?
No, but I carved his initials in with my trusty little penknife. One of my better investments, the penknife. What was that? You see the chopper?
Not yet.
Well, little lady, it's time.
The one thing I'm sorry about is that she's so pretty.
Freeze! Look at the bin. Hey, this guy's rights. Kill. It's okay, baby. It's over now. It's all over now.
No, it's not.
You okay?
No, it's not. I think they killed Nick, Cruz.
No. Nicky's fine. He's fine. Yeah.
Where is he?
He's back at the sheriff's station. We're gonna get you home now.
No, but we have to go tell him that I'm all right because they told him that I died.
Look, I'll tell him. We gotta get you back to your family. They've been going crazy for weeks now. We're waiting to hear something about you.
What are you talking about? Weeks?
What's it been? 3.5 weeks?
No. I've only been away from home a day.
Jerry? The name is Jack Lee. You look like hell. And you look... Yes, I know. They always took us for brothers. I just added a few little touches. Yeah, well, it must have hurt like hell. What they do, take a saw to your chin? Looks aren't everything. Well, that's good. You did a good job. You almost got it. Most of it, I got all of it. Well, no, not really. I mean, I don't talk like that, Jerry, and I don't hold my head like that. I said I got all of it, including your woman. Oh, which one would that be? You know, the one you always used to talk about. Until you got too careless and you lost her. Julia Wainwright. Oh, Julia. Julia, yes, she always was a sucker for a pretty face. The face and everything else this time. They're gonna kill me tomorrow, Jerry. Well, I'll try to carry on as best I can. Why are you doing this? Same reason you ever did anything? Power. Money. Now, look, you've always been pretty comfortable. And if you needed anything, you know, you could always ask me. What happened to that money I put in trust for the boys? I puked on it. Oh, look, Jerry, I know you've always hated me. I could never understand why. I was never cruel to you. I got you back on your feet with your ranch. I was best man at your wedding. Oh, yes, it's easy to be kind when you got everything, isn't it? See, that's exactly what I plan to do. Plan to give a lot of money to charity, help out the relatives, buy myself a nice clean conscience, just the way you have. And all those people, all those little folks that I step on along the way who complain, I'll just say, well, it's not my fault, is it? And to all those others, the teachers in school, Uncle Cletus' mama, the girls that we grew up with who kept asking why I couldn't be more like Jack, I'll just look back and I'll say, hell, I can. What about all your friends, Jerry? I mean, what'd you do? Did you stage your own death? Did you just disappear? You gonna go back and be Jack to all of them now? Do you know what it's like? To come home after pushing papers all day long for nothing. Wanting just a little bit of respect. Coming to a family who ignores you. And who is shouting for joy because Uncle Jack is on TV again. Jerry, the joke is on you. I know you've always been jealous of me, but there's something you don't know. That is that I've always been jealous of you. That's right. You always had it easy. You had a place you could call your home. You had just enough work to keep you busy and time. Jerry, you had so much time that you could call your own. And what I have? I had meetings and parties and important friends with chauffeurs who would drive me back to a different hotel room every night. There was nothing inside I could call my own. Oh, shoot. Jerry, I would have gone with you to that surgeon. I would have begged him to give me your chin. You gotta be a fool to be someone like me. I sure as hell didn't want to be. But you got it now, cousin. I hope it makes you happy. But maybe if you're lucky, one of these days, somebody will come along and put you out of your misery too.
Is it because Ted caught you stealing? I know all about it, Christy. And this is your way of getting back at him, right? You don't have to answer me, but I know what I know, and so do you. Or what is it? Is it me that you're trying to get back at? You always made such a big deal out of my house and my jewelry and my clothes. Christy, my life is not much different from yours. I want the same things you do. I want to be loved, to belong to someone somewhere. Don't take those away from me because you don't have them. What is it you want? Do you want money?
Lakin, if you treat me like a slut, what does that make you?
That's what happened, isn't it? One of those men that you slept with who gives you things went a little too far, got out of hand, right? And you had to say something, so you said Ted because you had this fantasy about
How dare you?
And it wasn't even a rape, was it?
Stop it! Look at this. Does this look like a fantasy to you? Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Get out!
I'm sorry!
Me too.
Lakin?
What?
What did she say?
She didn't say anything.
What did you find out? Did you find out why? What she wants?
I don't know. Ted was right. I shouldn't have come. I think I made things worse.
What did you find out if she wants to prosecute or if it's Steve pushing her into?
I don't know. I know less than I knew before. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back to Ted. Is that her?
No, it's okay. Thanks. How many times have I asked you that today?
I don't care as long as you hear me.
I guess nobody really knows where anybody else hurts, huh? Which doesn't seem fair when it's somebody that you love. I mean, we all call in these experts, like that counselor. People call me sometimes, and I go in and ask a lot of questions. But it all boils down to, does that hurt? I haven't met an expert yet who knows what to do about it. Oh, Christy, I'm so sorry we've been pushing you. You know, we've been jumping to these conclusions about what you should do and how you should feel, and it's because we hurt too. But all you really have to do is tell the truth. Everything else is going to fall into place.
Remember, I used to tell you a lot of things that I'd never told anybody else, Mary.
Yeah, you still can. Such innocent little things you used to tell me, like they were the worst secrets in the world.
Well, have you had time to think?
About what?
You know what Steve means, baby.
I can't hold off a bail hearing forever. That boy's got a reckoning coming. You decide. Change your story. Ted'll be hurt. I want to be able to tell the judge what I plan to do and why.
Someone might take the law into their own hands. Ted wouldn't have a chance.
You've got the whole family behind you, Christy. Especially me. You just say the word and we go to court.
All right. All right, okay. I'll do it.
You're doing the right thing, baby. You're doing the right thing, and I'm so proud. And don't you worry. That's what judges and lawyers like Steve are for. Justice protects innocent people like us.
Nothing. These must have been the princess's rooms when he was alive. They don't look like they've been used for a long time. You cool?
No,
Do you want me to check the other rooms?
something's wrong.
What?
I feel so strange.
Why, baby?
These people took my baby away from me. That boy was a part of me, and now he's gone. And all I have left is this horrible emptiness inside of me where he used to be. Oh, Brooke, I'm so afraid they've killed him or they've taken him somewhere we'll never find him, or we're looking for some other woman's child. Maybe, just maybe, it is hers.
All right, look, let's just stop for a while, okay? Maybe you want to lie down?
I don't want to.
Amy, look, honey, I love you, all right? I love you so much, but I don't know how to stop the hurt. I don't... Amy, we don't know what that is for sure.
I do. I know.